Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Thank you for joining me today again. My name is Abdul Hadi Sheikh and I am the co-founder of Islamically app. Let's get started. So what I will do now is I will start sharing my screen since I have a presentation for you, and we will get started, inshallah. Let's make it bigger. This one. I hope you can now start seeing my screen. Yes. I'm just checking if my screen is visible to everybody with my colleagues over here. All right. Assalamu alaikum to everybody who joined a couple of minutes late. Let's get started. Inshallah, today we will be discussing the Sharia compliant stocks in India. That's myself. I am the co-founder of Islamically app, and the agenda today will be the 6 parts where the discussion will happen. Are there enough stocks, or are there enough Sharia compliant stocks in India? I will take you through the statistics about that. Then we will go ahead and study the performance of Sharia compliant stocks versus conventional stocks. We will try and learn if investing in a Sharia compliant manner leads to any lag in performance, or are Sharia compliant stocks not performing as well as conventional stocks, or is it the other way around? We'll study that. The third part of our discussion today will be, there will be a discussion on some key stocks in these markets. So I will take you through a couple of stocks sector-wise which are Sharia compliant, and I will also give you a view of which stocks are Sharia non-compliant. Then I will also take you through a very popular discussion which a lot of people keep asking us, which is how do we invest in Sharia compliant stocks in India? So I will also answer that question because that's a very common question. And the last part of this discussion before the Q&A is definitely I will take you through very briefly about the rules of Sharia compliant trading. Now, the rules of Sharia compliant trading are universal, whether you're in India or whether you're anywhere else. For our Urdu audiences, आज की जो गुफ्तगू है इंशाल्लाह हम लोग ये चीजें कवर करेंगे कि हम ये बताएंगे कि इंडिया में शरिया कंप्लायंट स्टॉक्स हैं, और अगर हैं तो कितने हैं। दूसरी चीज हम लोग जो आज कवर करेंगे वो ये है कि हम लोग कंप्लायंट स्टॉक्स और नॉन कंप्लायंट स्टॉक्स को कंपेयर करेंगे परफॉर्मेंस वाइज। तीसरी चीज जो हम लोग आज देखेंगे कुछ शरिया कंप्लायंट स्टॉक्स के लिस्ट मैं आपको दिखाऊंगा, और कुछ शरिया नॉन कंप्लायंट स्टॉक्स की लिस्ट भी आपको मैं शेयर करूंगा आज इंशाल्लाह। इसके बाद हम लोग शरिया कंप्लायंट ट्रेडिंग के रूल्स क्या हैं, इसके शराइत क्या हैं, इसके बारे में भी थोड़ी डिस्कशन होगी। उसके बाद हम आपको ये भी बताएंगे कि शरिया कंप्लायंट स्टॉक्स में इंडिया में कैसे इन्वेस्ट कर सकते हैं, फिर आपके सवालात लिए जाएंगे। लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड। दिस इज व्हाट वी हैव from our desktop version. As you can see, the first diagram that we have is a map view which shows generally how many stocks are Sharia compliant in India. As of today, we can see that 897 stocks are Sharia compliant in India. So as you can see, 897 stocks is a big enough number for anybody to build a portfolio. So 897 stocks are Sharia compliant in India. Now, if I have to see by number of stocks vis-a-vis the total coverage that we have, so that becomes 34% of all stocks listed in India are Sharia compliant. The last diagram that we have is depending on market cap. So what is the market capitalization of Sharia compliant stocks combined together? So as you can see over here, the number is quite high. That is 47% of the entire market capitalization of India, of Indian stock market, is Sharia compliant. So that means although there are only 34% stocks which are Sharia compliant, but by market capitalization, 47% of the market capitalization is Sharia compliant. What we mean to say over here is, although the number of stocks is just 34%, but the composition of those stocks is of such stocks which have a higher market capitalization. In other words, many large cap companies are Sharia compliant, right? So if I have to repeat myself over here, 897 stocks, which is quite a big number, are Sharia compliant stocks in India. 34% of all stocks listed in the Indian stock exchanges are Sharia compliant, and 47% of the market capitalization of the Indian stock market is Sharia compliant. So these are the basic stats. Let's look at the top 5 Sharia compliant stocks in India. So as far as our criteria is concerned, our criteria can be accessed on the app itself, as well as you can see the criteria on our blogs. So there is a lot of material available for you to read and learn as to what are Sharia compliant stocks, and a lot of content is available on our website, which is www.islamically.com. We have a blog section over there. The same content is also available on the app in the forum section of the app. So please do go through all of those things so that you get a better understanding of Sharia compliant stocks and stocks. Coming back, as you can see, TCS is a Sharia compliant stocks, followed by Infosys. Then Hindustan Unilever is also a Sharia compliant stocks. Anupam Rasayan, I have put it over here because it's a recent IPO. Hence, it is also Sharia compliant. And HCL Tech is also a Sharia compliant stock among the large cap stocks in India. So if you can see, TCS, Infosys, and HCL Tech are all technology companies. So technology companies form the bulk of the top 5 Sharia compliant stocks in India. And yes, Hindustan Unilever, being an FMCG company, is also Sharia compliant in India. So the conclusion here is, as I said previously as well, that many large cap stocks are Sharia compliant in India. If you see the overall statistics, just 34% by number is compliant, but by market cap, it's almost 50%. So that, to be precise, 47%. So the conclusion over here to begin with is there is a large enough pool of stocks which are Sharia compliant in India. Hence, for Indian investors to invest money in the Indian stock exchange, there is a good enough opportunity available, right? Let's compare the performance. So here I have taken off a graph from comparing the S&P BSE 500 Sharia index versus the conventional index, which is the S&P BSE 500. For all transparency, this data has been taken from the SP Global website, and this graph has been made by the S&P team, and I have given due credit by mentioning the source over here. So if I have to compare the 1-year performance of the S&P BSE 500 index, which is a conventional index, compare it with the S&P BSE 500 Sharia. So just to give an example, just to give you a background, S&P BSE 500 is the mother index. The subset of that, the stocks which are part of the S&P BSE 500 and subject to Sharia compliance screening, the whatever stocks are left, that becomes part of the S&P BSE 500 Sharia, right? So these are two comparable indices, the conventional versus the Sharia index. So as you can see, in the 1 year performance that we are trying to compare over here, the S&P BSE 500 Sharia index, that means the Sharia compliant index has returned a 61.66% return compared to the conventional one, which is given a 60.15% return. So although the returns are comparable, are near to each other, but there is a slight, about 100 bips plus 150 bips for that matter, plus performance of the Sharia index. So the conclusion over here is that the Sharia index is performing better compared to the conventional index. Now, this is at the index level data. But if you compare a portfolio of stocks, or if you compare a Sharia compliant group of stocks, the result should also be the same. What I mean to say over here is, if you are trying to invest in Sharia compliant stocks in India, there is no need to think that the performance or the return on those Sharia compliant stocks will be less than what you would have got by investing in conventional stocks or stocks which do not adhere to the principles of Sharia. As simple as that. So this graph explicitly clears that misconception in people's minds that if I have to invest in a Sharia compliant portfolio of stocks, I might have to sacrifice performance, or I might have to sacrifice the return aspect. That is not necessarily true, right? So the conclusion is that Sharia compliant stocks are at par with the conventional portfolio of stocks. And in this example, if I have to compare the index level data of the S&P 500 to the S&P 500 Sharia, the S&P 500 Sharia has performed better compared to its conventional peer. So let's move on and see what are the Sharia compliant large cap stocks in India. All of this data has been picked up from the Islamically web portal. So if you want to see the data in such a format, you can always subscribe to the Islamically web version as well, apart from the app. So TCS, Infosys, Hindustan Unilever, again, the IPO is coming up over here, HCL Tech, Laxo, Craftsman, which is again an IPO which has come recently, Asian Paints, Wipro, Maruti, D-Mart, and Ultratech Cement. These are some of the large cap stocks which are Sharia compliant in India. If I have to move on and see sector wise, so I have brought about a couple of slides over here, which I have tried to pick up the hot sectors and tried to give you which are the Sharia compliant stocks in that sector, just to give you an idea as to which stocks are compliant according to a sector. So if I have to pick up the technology sector, then in technology sectors, then there is TCS, which is Tata Consultancy Services, Infosys, HCL, Wipro, Tech Mahindra, L&T, Infotech, Siemens, InfoEdge, which is essentially Naukri.com kind of platform, Mindtree, ABB, although it's more of a manufacturing, but it's getting classified as a technology company, Mphasis, as well as Oracle Financial Services. Over here, the company name is Oracle Financial Services, but if you look at the business sector of this company, the revenue seems to be permissible. It's from developing technology and giving outsourcing services as well. So these are some of the large technology stocks which are Sharia compliant in India. So as you can see, the big names are Sharia compliant. Let's look at some of the FMCG stocks, the consumer goods stocks. So in the consumer goods stocks, you have Hindustan Unilever, Nestle India, Dabur India, Britannia Industries, Godrej Consumer Products, Tata Consumer Products, Marico Limited, Colgate Palmolive, Procter & Gamble, Varun Beverages, India Mart, and Imami. These are the FMCG stocks which pass the Sharia compliant screening criteria and hence has been classified as Sharia compliant. Please do note that Sharia compliant stocks are dynamic, hence their compliances can change. That's why I have given a disclaimer over here that these are compliant as of today. So if I have to see the technology stocks, they are compliant as of today. Compliances of FMCG stocks, the top 10, the top 12 over here actually are as of today. Moving on, let's look at some of the services sector stocks as well in India, which are Sharia compliant. So we have Avenue Supermarkets, which is basically DMart. We've got Trent. We got Indian Railway Catering Services. CRISIL, interesting stock. That's also Sharia compliant. Tanla Platforms, Quest Corp, Route Mobile, a recent IPO, not so recent though. Westlife Development, Infibeam Avenues, SIS Services, Team Lease, and VMart are some of the services sector stocks which are Sharia compliant. A lot of people might ask, why is CRISIL Sharia compliant? Apart from it passing the financial ratios, the business of CRISIL, which is a rating agency, is also considered a Sharia compliant business. This has been discussed with the Islamically Sharia board, wherein the Sharia board has clearly mentioned that these companies are providing rating services and they're agnostic to whether that product is Sharia compliant or non-Sharia compliant. So let's say, for example, tomorrow you issue, inshallah, there will be an opportunity, you issue a Sharia compliant sukuk, and you would want a rating to be done as per the regulatory guidelines. Whom do you go to? You will have to go to CRISIL, right? So CRISIL will not shy away, probably will not shy away from giving a rating to that Islamic bond. I mean, Islamic bond is a very colloquial term. Let's stick to sukuk. Hence, CRISIL as a company, from a business perspective, has also been classified as a Sharia compliant company. Let's move on. Let's look at some of the energy sector stocks, wherein you will have, in terms of compliant companies, Coal India tops the list, followed by Petronet LNG. Then you have Castrol India. You've got Aegis Logistics, Gulf Oil Lubricants, Tidewater Oil Company, Hindustan Oil Exploration, Hindalco. No, it's not Hindalco. Hind Oil Exploration Company, United Drilling, Asian Energy Services, Goa Carbon, GP Petroleum, and Alpha Geo, which are the top 12 Sharia compliant stocks in the energy sector. Now, we've seen a lot of Sharia compliant stocks. Let's see which are the top non-Sharia compliant stocks in India. And the big name which comes up is Reliance. Yes, a lot of you will have questions as to why is Reliance Sharia non-compliant. Reliance to energy company hai, refining company hai. Reliance is also into nowadays into its fintech vertical. Its tech verticals have also coming up. It's trying to move out from being an energy company to a chemicals company, and now with its big push to a telecom company, and due to its telecom infrastructure, it wants to also become a tech company. And why would such a company be non-permissible? To give you a good idea, please do read a detailed analysis that we put out last year on why Reliance is considered as a Sharia non-permissible company, more specifically because it fails the debt ratio, right? Now, there was an announcement by the company's MD saying that Reliance is net debt free, right? But if you look at the financial statements of the company, the debt still remains, and the proceeds that they got, the cash proceeds that they got through stake sale last year, are sitting in its cash side of the balance sheet. So on the balance sheet, which is the sacrosanct document using which Sharia compliance screening is done, on using that and the debt mentioned on it, divided by the 3-year average market capitalization, the company fails the debt ratio. Hence, it is classified as a Sharia non-permissible company. For more details, please do read the article which is given on the app as well as on the blog. That is blog.islamically.com. So the top non-permissible companies in India by market capitalization is Reliance Industries, HDFC Bank, obviously because it's a bank, Kalyan Jewellers, again HDFC, which is a Housing Development Corporation, Housing Development Finance Corporation, then ICICI Bank, again it's a financial services company, conventional financial services company, then Kotak Mahindra Bank, State Bank of India, Bajaj Finance, PJ Sundaram. Bharti Airtel also fails the Sharia compliance screening. ITC, a lot of people do ask that ITC is an FMCG company. It sells biscuits, it sells atta, it sells cookies, it sells chips. Why would this be Sharia non-permissible? More specifically, because ITC also fails the business sector screening. Now, I'm not sure if anybody has looked into ITC previously, but ITC is a non-permissible company because a majority of its revenue comes from selling tobacco-based products, which is the conventional cigarettes as we call them. Hence, ITC is a Sharia non-permissible company as well due to its revenue from selling tobacco products. And then lastly, it's Axis Bank. So these are the top 12 Sharia non-compliant stocks. Before we move ahead, let me just recap the entire discussion. So there are 897 Sharia compliant stocks in India, which is a big enough number for you to invest in. 34% of all stocks listed in the Indian stock exchanges are Sharia compliant. By market cap, if you see, about 47% of the market capitalization of the stock market is Sharia compliant. So these are very, very encouraging signs for us to invest in Sharia compliant stocks for people, especially from India. We'll discuss that a little later. In terms of performance, as I've mentioned earlier as well, Sharia compliant stocks do not mean that you will have to forego a return compared to its conventional peers. If I have to compare the S&P BSE 500 index level data to its comparable Sharia index, which is the S&P BSE 500 Sharia, the S&P BSE 500 Sharia index, that means the Sharia compliant stocks index has outperformed its conventional peer. As you can see, 61.66% return compared to 60.15%. Large cap stocks, I have discussed. A lot of good names in the technology sector, which are Sharia compliant. In the FMCG sector as well, a lot of good names which are Sharia compliant. In the services sector, again, a couple of large stocks which are again Sharia compliant. Energy stocks, decent names out here which are Sharia compliant. And if you have to look at the big names which are Sharia non-compliant, apart from the banks, the big names are definitely Reliance, Kalyan Jewellers, ITC, Bharti Airtel, PJ, which are considered Sharia non-permissible. Now, let's move on to the next question. I hope we are all now convinced that there is a large enough number of stocks, quality stocks, good performance stocks, which are Sharia compliant in India. But how do you go ahead and make an investment? Or how do you ensure that your investments are Sharia compliant? Or how do you get started for investing in Sharia compliant stocks? It's very simple. This is the secret formula of investing in a Sharia compliant method in India. So how to invest in Sharia compliant stocks in India is a very popular question that we get. Very, very simply, download the Islamically app, subscribe to the India market. We're already giving it at a very, very, very discounted price for Indian users. I think if you apply the Islamically 50 coupon, which is available at the checkout page, I will also put it in the chat function over here. So if you apply the Islamically 50 coupon and subscribe to the India market for 1 full year, I think it's just going to cost you 1,250 rupees. So that's less than 100 rupees. That's just over 100 rupees per month, right? So just for 100 rupees per month, which is way cheaper than probably your mobile subscription, you can get access to the most well-researched, most updated and daily updated Sharia compliant list of stocks. So get your list of Sharia compliant stocks from the Islamically app. Yes, Islamically app doesn't allow you to invest in those stocks. So what do? You will need to open a broker account. So you can go to any broker. There is no need to find out who is a Sharia compliant broker, who is not a Sharia compliant broker. You can go to any broker that you like Zerodha, Upstock. There are so many people who've got the brokerage licenses: Angel Broking, 5paisa, India Infoline, Interactive Brokers. You can choose any broker that you like. So the first step is get your Islamically subscription. The second step is open a broker account by doing your KYC with the respective broker. Once you have both of these things, then you can invest in Sharia compliant stocks through your broker. For example, through your research, you have found out, let's say, for example, you want to invest in Reliance Industries. Your broker will allow you to invest in Reliance Industries, but when you look at Reliance Industries on the Islamically app, you will figure out that it is non-permissible, as in the previous slide. So you don't invest in that stock. If you want to invest, let's say, for example, in Unilever stock, your broker will allow you to invest in a Unilever stock. You need to go ahead and Hindustan Unilever, I mean to say, you can go and check the compliance of Hindustan Unilever on Islamically app. And if it shows compliant at that point in time, place a buy order on the broker app. Simple as that. Now, the third leg that you have to be careful about is the rules of Sharia compliant trading. So now you have a broker app. You also have the Islamically subscription to figure out which stocks are Sharia compliant so that you can invest only in those stocks which are Sharia compliant. The third step that you need to be careful of is what are the rules of Sharia compliant trading. Once you learn the rules of Sharia compliant trading, which I am going to discuss in the next slide, you are all set to invest in a Sharia compliant manner in India. So the good news over here is that although we are in India, there is an open field available to all Indians who would like to invest in a Sharia compliant manner in the Indian stock exchanges. The formula is very simple. Get the Islamically app subscription, open an account with your broker and follow the Sharia rules. So what are these Sharia rules? Very, very simple. You need to buy only Sharia compliant stocks. Okay. How do you find Sharia compliant stocks? On the Islamically app. The second rule that you have to follow is you can trade only in long only positions, which is you need to buy first and sell later. You need to buy the stock that you want to invest in, and then you need to sell later. You cannot short or you cannot do any short selling, even if it is a Sharia compliant stock. Short selling or shorting stocks is not considered Sharia permissible. What is permissible is long only trading. So buy first and sell later. The third point, I will probably take a couple of minutes on this as well, is intraday trading. A lot of people ask us if intraday trading is permissible. Islamically Sharia board definitely allows intraday trading. Scholars in the Indian subcontinent as well also allow intraday trading. When I say scholars in the Indian subcontinent, I'm referring to those scholars who have an expertise in the Islamic finance area. Those experts, non-scholars who are also experts in this field have also said that trading intraday on an intraday basis using Sharia compliant stocks is permissible, but subject to conditions. Now, what are these conditions? The condition definitely is when you're doing intraday, you will have to buy first and sell later. The second most important thing that you got to be careful about is in an intraday trading strategy that you are applying, be very careful that your broker should not have the right to automatically square off the positions by the end of the day. What I mean to say over here is, let's say you bought 100 quantity of X stock in the morning, and you are intending to do an intraday trade, that is sell it off by before the market close and make a profit on it. From a Sharia compliant perspective, there is no problem in doing this. But if you choose an option with your broker which does not allow you to take delivery if you wish to, then that contract is non-permissible. What I mean to say is, let's say you bought 100 quantity of X stock in the morning, and for some reason, if you do not sell it by evening, you should have an option, or you should have the right to carry forward that trade to delivery or to sell it day after or whenever you wish to sell it. That option should be available with you. If that option is available, then intraday trading contract is permissible. Now, what I mean to say, if I have to elaborate a little bit further, that if you buy 100 stocks in the morning, and if you sold it by, let's say, before the market closes, it is permissible. If there is an option to carry forward that trade, although you are not exercising that option to carry forward that trade because you have already sold that stock before the market closes, that is fine. The option to take delivery should be available. Whether you take it or not is not relevant for intraday trading. The option should be available. The inverse of this is the broker should not auto sell your stock. So there are a lot of brokers who give you the intraday trading option for Indian stock market. But if you take an option which automatically squares off your trade before the market closes, then that is considered non-permissible. Simple as that. All right. So intraday trading is permissible. If you have to read in detail about this, please do watch our webinar on intraday trading, which is available on our Islamically YouTube channel. It's called Islamically. Just search on YouTube Islamically and you will find it. There is a playlist called webinars wherein you can find this. The webinar number is webinar number 5, wherein discussion has happened as to what and why intraday trading is considered permissible by majority of Sharia scholars of Islamic finance. So the rules of Sharia compliant trading: buy only Sharia compliant stocks. How do you discover that? On the Islamically app. The trading strategy should always be whether for delivery or for intraday. You have to buy first and sell later. Intraday trading is permissible. We've gone through this discussion. Subject to rules, definitely. Now, the fourth step is purification. A key part of compliance or key part of maintaining a Sharia compliant portfolio is to apply purification. Let me give you a very clear-cut guidance on this. You get 2 types of return when you invest in Sharia, when you invest in stock market, simply. One is the trading gain that you make. That is, you bought at 100 rupees and you sold it at, let's say, 150 rupees. The 50 rupee gain is called trading gain, or you may call it capital gain. That is one part. The second part of return that you get for investing in for investing in stocks, not only Sharia compliant stocks, but in any stock, is the dividend that that company will pay out. So there's a trading gain and there's a dividend that you receive. Purification, as far as the Islamically Sharia board is concerned, is applicable only on the dividends. Trading gains, no purification is applicable. I don't want to get into the details of it, but if you want to hear out the details, there is a detailed article available on the app as well as on our blog regarding purification. There is a webinar also that we have conducted regarding purification. So we have answered this question as to why purification is applicable only on the dividends and not on the capital gains. So do go and view that webinar or read up that article. One of the key things that you also have to ensure while investing in Sharia compliant stocks is to remember that Sharia compliant stocks are dynamic. When I say dynamic, it means that it can change from being compliant to non-compliant, or it can change from being non-compliant to compliant as well. Why does this happen? This happens because Sharia compliance is a function of two factors, right? The business screening as well as the financial ratio screening. So if any composition of these two things change, then Sharia compliance will also change. Let me just finish the last part before I get to the Q&A session, inshallah, is that if a stock turns non-compliant, what do you do? What I mean to say over here is that if you invested in a stock which is Sharia compliant, but it goes on to become non-compliant, what do you do? Simple rule over here is that you have 90 days of grace. You can wait for the stock to return back to compliance, or if it does not, then you have a maximum of 90 days to exit that stock. Any gain that you make till the 90th day, that is within the grace period, is also considered permissible. To read details about this, there is an article on the app. If you see the top banner as well, which talks about that. There is a separate webinar also that we have done on the rules of Sharia compliant trading, where we have discussed this in detail. All of the educational content is absolutely free on the Islamically website as well as on the app, and you can see and watch all our webinar videos on the YouTube channel of Islamically. It's completely free. So if you are worried, अगर आपको लगता है कि शरिया कंप्लायंट इन्वेस्टमेंट्स करने में आपको दिक्कत है इंडिया में, तो ये गलत है. इंडिया में रहते हुए हम लोग शरिया कंप्लायंट स्टॉक्स में इन्वेस्ट कर सकते हैं. बहुत ही आसान है. आपको ये तीन चीजें फॉलो करनी है. ये फॉर्मूला फॉलो करना है जो आपके स्क्रीन पर है. क्या फॉर्मूला है? शरिया कंप्लायंट स्टॉक्स में ही इन्वेस्ट करिए. ये कहां से मिलेंगे? ये इस्लामिकली ऐप पर दिए गए हैं. दूसरी चीज, आप अपना एक ब्रोकर अकाउंट खोलिए. ब्रोकर, कोई भी ब्रोकर अकाउंट खोल सकते हैं. हम लोग कोई ब्रोकर अकाउंट रेकमेंड नहीं करते. थर्ड थिंग यू हैव टू डू, तीसरी चीज आपको ये देखना है कि शरिया कंप्लायंट इन्वेस्टमेंट्स के जो रूल्स है उसको फॉलो करना है. ये रूल्स क्या है वो यहाँ पर दिए गए हैं. इसका एक सेपरेट वेबिनार भी हमने किया है जहां पे आप ये पढ़ सकते हैं. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस, the entire rules of Sharia compliant investments are also given on the app as well as on the blog. The article is called Rules of Sharia Compliant Investing or Sharia Compliant Trading. You can go ahead and read all these rules in detail over there. I hope this small presentation has given you the basic tools to understand that there are a lot of Sharia compliant stocks in India which we can invest in. And I have the second part, which is the most important thing to consider, is that there is no drag in performance, or there is no loss of performance or loss of return if you invest only in Sharia compliant stocks, demonstrated by a very broad level index as well. There are good large cap stocks which are Sharia compliant in different sectors that we have discussed. How do you do that? Get the Islamically app subscription, get a broker account, and follow the Sharia rules. What are the Sharia rules? We have discussed it over here. There are detailed articles as well given on the app. That brings us to the end of this discussion. And let's probably now go ahead and take your questions. I hope this is a good enough starter presentation for you to understand that there are decent number of Sharia compliant stocks in India which you can take benefit from. We will start the Q&A session, and you can ask me questions regarding Sharia compliant stocks in India or any other issue related to stock investments, and we will stick to the discussion for that. Now, very, very quickly, I'll take the most updated question which has come just now, and I wanted to discuss it in the rules of Sharia compliant trading as well. that futures and options investing is considered non-permissible by all the scholars in Islamic finance, except some. Okay, futures and options investing is considered Sharia non-permissible. AOFI Standard 21, the notes to it also very, very clearly states that investments in futures and options and swaps are considered non-permissible, even if the mother stock is Sharia compliant. So that settles it. Let's start from the beginning. Brother Ajmal has asked a question: can I invest in gold online? Investing in gold is considered Sharia permissible. Now, if you are investing in gold by subscribing to some online scheme, first of all, you've got to be very careful that those schemes should be regulated, just from a fraud perspective. That's point number one for everything, whether compliant or non-compliant, just be careful on that. The second thing is, you've got to be careful when you're investing in gold online. It has to be physical gold that fund or that scheme is going to hold for you. Okay. Investing in Sharia in gold online is permissible. There is absolutely no problem, but you have to be careful that that scheme has to be Sharia compliant as well. Why I say this? I say this because recently there are so many banks or even sovereign offerings which allow you to invest in gold. They are not 1:1. They may not be backed by 1:1 gold. They may not be backed by 1:1 identifiable gold at the back end. The third thing, which is the most important thing, is that fund manager who's managing that physical gold, is he managing the fund in a Sharia compliant manner? Is he not lending out that gold for intraday trading or for whatever purposes? There are many considerations at the back end you have to be careful about while investing in gold online. Short answer is, investing in gold online is permissible, but only in those schemes which have been certified as Sharia compliant. Just because the scheme says that it is going to invest only in gold does not make it Sharia compliant. There are many considerations at the back end which you have to be careful about to invest in those schemes. That is the answer. All our webinars are recorded, and as I said, they are available on the Islamically YouTube channel. Dr. Muhammad Shabbir is asking, what are good Sharia compliant stocks to look at? Islamically app gives you the compliance of which stocks in India as well as the world. So we can only tell you which stocks are Sharia compliant and which stocks are not Sharia compliant. We are not an authorized investment advisory firm. Hence, we cannot tell you which stocks are good or which stocks are bad. I have taken you through a discussion which tells you that there are large cap stocks which are Sharia compliant, and there are good enough number of stocks which are Sharia compliant. It's up to you, or you can refer to an registered investment advisor for which stocks to invest in and which stocks to avoid. We will only stick to which stocks are compliant and which stocks are not. Secondly, to keep us independent of the performance of that stock, we are only restricting ourselves as of now to assigning Sharia compliance to stocks. So short answer, we will only tell you which stocks are Sharia compliant. We cannot tell you which stocks to invest in. Aman Khan is asking the question which I have already answered. Reliance Industry halal क्यों नहीं है? Reliance Industry halal इसलिए नहीं है क्योंकि वो financial ratio fail करती है. Which financial ratio? उसका जो interest bearing debt divided by is 3-year average market capitalization. 33% से ज्यादा है, which is a criteria for Sharia compliance. इसलिए रिलायंस इंडस्ट्री हलाल शरिया कंप्लाइंट नहीं, आई डोंट यूज द वर्ड हलाल, आई यूज द वर्ड शरिया कंप्लाइंट. रिलायंस इंडस्ट्री शरिया कंप्लाइंट इसलिए नहीं है क्योंकि वो एक फाइनेंशियल रेशो फेल करती है. ये फाइनेंशियल रेशो शरिया क्राइटेरिया का इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट है, इसलिए रिलायंस शरिया कंप्लाइंट नहीं है. डिटेल्स जानने के लिए हमारे प्लेटफॉर्म पर ऐप के ऊपर भी प्लस हमारे ब्लॉग के ऊपर विच इज blog.islamically.com, वहां पर भी ये आर्टिकल मौजूद है, आप पढ़ सकते हैं कि रिलायंस इंडस्ट्रीज क्यों शरिया कंप्लाइंट नहीं है. Brother Imran is asking me how to check which stocks are haram or halal. I want to invest in Reliance Power, but I don't know whether it's halal or haram. Very, very simple. How do you invest in Sharia compliant stocks? Download the Islamically app and find out which stocks are Sharia compliant. I share my screen again and log into the Islamically desktop version. This is the desktop version, as you can see. And if you want to search for if Reliance Power, as you can see, Reliance Power, I just remove the filters. Just search by Reliance and you can see Reliance Power is a Sharia non-compliant stocks. As easy as that. If you want to see the reason, you can click on this and it will tell you the reason as well. As you can see, Reliance Power fails the debt compliance ratio. ये रेशो क्या है, अगर आपको जानना है यहाँ पे क्लिक करेंगे तो ये आपको आ जाएगा. फॉर अ कंपनी टू पास द डेट कंप्लायंस रेशियो, the total interest bearing debt over its 3-year average market capitalization should be less than 33%. That is the criteria. So it fails all the three ratios, 1, 2, 3, but it passes the business sector. Doesn't matter if it passes the business sector. The overall compliance assessment is non-compliant. You cannot invest in this stock if you are trying to maintain a Sharia compliant portfolio. Do not come back and ask this question that, sir, ye business activity pass karta hai, so can I invest in it and purify a little bit? No, you cannot. The Sharia scholars do not give that permission. Compliance is a result of all of these factors, but this is the final assignment. If a stock is classified as non-compliant, you cannot invest in that. So that is a separate discussion. But how do you figure out which stocks are Sharia compliant? It's very easy using the Islamically app. This is a desktop version. Since I am using a desktop right now, I have shared this screen. Right. Let's go to the next question. If you have any questions, please do put it. I will take all the questions, inshallah, and then only end this webinar. Although I would like to stick to the timings, I will be finishing this webinar in the next 15 minutes so that I don't hold you back and we finished everything on time. Before I take the next questions and before I answer all the other questions that are there, please do subscribe to the app if you have not subscribed to it. Islamically app is brought to you by the most experienced research team in this field, which has got more than 20 years of experience in Sharia advisory to global banks, global asset managers, large index providers as well. So that is the expertise of the Islamically research team. But the compliance assignments given on the app are not the view of the research team. Those are the views of the Islamically Sharia Scholars Board. So Islamically works with the most renowned Sharia scholars in the world. Alhamdulillah, they have been pioneers in this industry. They have been pioneers in this industry, and under their guidance and the 20 years of meetings and research have resulted in the compliance assignments that we give. So if you want to maintain a Sharia compliant portfolio, please do subscribe to the Islamically app. Secondly, we are running a discount of 50% off on the annual packages. And lastly, we are already discounted massively the India price. So if you subscribe to the US market on the app itself, it's going to cost you $99, which is approximately 7,300 rupees per year. India market, the full price itself is about 2,499 rupees. If you apply the discount, that becomes 1,250 rupees for the full year to get access to all the stocks which are Sharia compliant in India, which is just a little bit above 100 rupees a month, which is as simple as that. So please do that. And if you like what we are doing, please do review us on the App Store. Let's get back to the questions. शाहिद इकबाल खान पूछ रहे हैं, सर एयरटेल बैंक की वजह से भारतीय एयरटेल नॉन परमिसिबल may not. Let's look at that. Let's look at Bharti as well. I will start sharing my screen. I am giving you out all the information so that you can see how things work and how transparent we are. Let's search for Bharti Airtel. The spelling is wrong. Bharti only. I think that should show the stock. Bharti Airtel Limited. वाओ. सो अगर आप देखें, भारती एयरटेल नॉन कंप्लायंट है क्योंकि उसकी डेट उसके मार्केट कैप से 33% से एक्सीड करती है, इसलिए नॉन कंप्लायंट है. बट फ्रॉम अ बिजनेस एक्टिविटी इट इज कंप्लायंट. दैट मींस ऑल्दो भारती एयरटेल में एक बैंकिंग डिवीजन खुला है, स्मॉल बैंक लाइसेंस उनके पास है या पेमेंट्स बैंक लाइसेंस उनके पास है, definitely they may be doing something which is non-permissible, but the revenue from that segment is less than 5%. So अगर आप ये देखें, ये criteria है for a company to pass, I can't expand this, okay. For a company to pass the business activity screen, the revenue from non-permissible operating activities should be less than 5% of its total operating income. For a full list of non-permissible activities, please see the Sharia screening criteria in the profile from the profile section itself. अगर आप यहाँ पे क्लिक करेंगे तो आपको complete criteria भी मिल जाएगा. So coming back, Airtel Bank is non-permissible क्योंकि वो financial ratio fail करता है, business activity screen pass करता है. Yes, उसमें Airtel's Payments Bank की income भी है, बट वो इनकम 5% से कम है. जब हम प्यूरिफिकेशन पे डिस्कशन करेंगे, ये 5% से जब कम इनकम आ रही है, ये प्यूरिफिकेशन मैकेनिज्म के थ्रू बाहर हो जाती है. Let's move on. Brother Syed is asking me, can you send me investment companies for Sharia compliant? As I said, if you have viewed our webinar, Sharia compliant stocks available hai Islamically app pe. Open a broker app, follow the Sharia compliant rules and invest in those companies which you think are good for you. Islamically team does not recommend any stock from a performance perspective. Muhammad Saiduddin Ali Khan is asking how to access web version of Sharia compliant stocks. Please provide the link. Very, very simple. I will again start sharing my screen and show you how to access the web version. If this is, you just have to simply go on www.islamically.com. You can see the login over here. Click on login. Put in your email ID and password and login. Otherwise, if you don't remember your email ID and password, you can also generate a QR code over here. And if you go to the profile section of your app, I will do that live in front of you. If you go to the profile section, there is a top left पे login to Islamically web करके आता है. आप उसको स्कैन करिए. मैंने अभी मेरे मोबाइल से स्कैन किया and I am inside the web version. As simple as that. So this is how you can access this web version. Now the subscription for the web version is separate compared to the app. App is cheaper, web is slightly more expensive because it is giving you more features. Like for example, you can create a holdings as well on the web version, which can track your performance on the app as well, on from your broker as well. So the web version allows you to add holdings. So let's say, for example, I have in Apple shares. If I have to add holdings, I can add new holdings using this, put up a date, put up a quantity. If I have bought it at 200, I can let's try it 100. I can choose my currency as well. Let's stick to INR. I can choose a portfolio where I want to add this stock and click on complete. It will get added to that stock. And this will this is a summarization of your entire portfolios. If I want to edit something, I can edit something using the same things. If I want to sell something, I can click on sell from that line item, indicate the quantity that I want to sell, indicate the price at which I had to sell, indicate the currency as well, and update. It will get updated. This functionality is available only on the desktop version. But if you update it on the desktop version, the updated data will be available on the app as well. But you cannot make the edits on the app because it doesn't permit that. It was difficult for our development team to incorporate it over there. Hence, it was incorporated into the desktop version. So that's in short how to use the desktop version. Fayaz Khan is asking a question: commodity trading karna haram ya halal hai? Commodity trading is permissible if you invest in commodities on a spot basis with delivery. Unfortunately, the commodity trading contracts available on conventional exchanges are mostly futures of that commodity, wherein there is no real delivery available if you want to take it. Hence, it is considered non-permissible. उर्दू में अगर बताऊं तो कमोडिटी में इन्वेस्ट करना जायज है एज लॉन्ग एज जो कमोडिटी है बैकेट में व्हीट हो, बार्ले हो, मेटल्स हो, कॉपर हो, गोल्ड हो, सिल्वर हो, इसमें इन्वेस्टमेंट जायज है. बट जो हमारे स्टॉक एक्सचेंजेस हैं, सॉरी जो हमारे कमोडिटी एक्सचेंजेस हैं, उसमें जो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स अवेलेबल है जिसमें आप इन्वेस्ट कर सकते हैं वो सारे FNO कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स होते हैं. FNO कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स में इन्वेस्टमेंट करना वैसे भी जायज नहीं है. Simple as that. That's the answer. Someone is asking me, Kamran is asking me, Assalamu alaikum. My query is in investing in stock, in halal stock, since we are not having a physical ownership of any commodity. I'm not sure what is the question. Investing in stocks is Sharia compliant. There is no doubt about it. If you follow the Sharia compliant rules, majority scholars have given out their view that investing in stocks which are Sharia compliant is permissible. To read a detailed analysis of this, you can go again to our blog section or our on the app, the article section, which is in the forum section, wherein we have given a clear understanding as to why investing in a stock market is considered permissible. Investing in stock market is considered permissible. There's absolutely no problem, because it's based on the musharaka concept, which is a partnership concept. Every share that you buy, you become a partner in that business. Hence, those businesses are screened to figure out if that business is Sharia compliant or not. If that business is Sharia compliant, then you can buy a share in that and you can become a partner in that company. MD Farhan Danish is asking me, what about MSTC Ltd? Check the compliance on the app. You will be able to get it. Ghilman Ansari is asking me, can you please guide us for upcoming 6 IPO, whether it's compliant or not? Very, very easily. If you are a subscribed user of the app, I will just open my Islamically app and show you. We are covering the IPOs which are coming up all across the world separately. So I'm not sure if this is clear because of the reflections, but if you go to the forum section, you will figure it out. You go to the forum section over here. The third option, this third option says stocks/IPO reports. It will list out all the IPOs which are coming out. Very, very simply. I don't think you can see because of the reflections coming here. But लेट्स से फॉर एग्जांपल रिसेंटली अभी आईपीओ आया था इंडिया में, अनुपम रसायन इंडिया लिमिटेड. If I click on this, it will show me a brief synopsis of that, and there is a compliance tile. If you're a paid user, you can see the compliance. If you're not a paid user, this will be hidden. Now you can click on it and figure out if it is compliant or not. So you can see Anupam Rasayan India Limited is Sharia compliant. It passes all the screening criteria. So Islamically app covers all the IPOs which are coming up, so that you are well prepared if a particular IPO is Sharia compliant or not. Very simple. Now, even if you are not a paid user, very simple. We are giving out a very simple subscription or option to the users. Okay, you can pay just 25 rupees and unlock an individual stock also. So अगर आप कोई प्रोफेशनल इन्वेस्टर नहीं है, आप लार्ज स्केल इन्वेस्टर नहीं है, आपको लगता है कि 100 रुपीज पर मंथ मेरे लिए बहुत एक्सपेंसिव हो जाएगा, आपको 2, 4, 5 स्टॉक्स ही देखने हैं, देन वी हैव गिवन आउट एन ऑप्शन के 25 रुपए में आप स्वाइप कर सकते हैं. इट विल शो यू दैट यू वांट टू सब्सक्राइब फॉर द मंथली ऑप्शन or pay for only this stock or pay for the full market for the full year using the discount coupon that I have already given you. Simple as that. 25 रुपए में आप पता कर सकते हैं कि कौन सा स्टॉक कंप्लायंट है नहीं. Even for IPOs you can do that. Swipe it, just pay 25 rupees and unlock the IPO and figure out if it is compliant or not. If you have already subscribed to the full market, then all IPOs also are part of the market subscription. You don't need to pay anything extra, right? Any IPO which comes up will also become part of the universe and you can view it as well. It's completely free if you are already a paid user. Rilman Ansari ji, Anupam Rasayam, compliance is available on the app. I just showed you as well. Craftsman Auto, compliance is also available on the app. Lakshmi Organic, compliance is already available on the app. Kalyan Jewelers is also available on the app. Nazara Technology IPO already available on the app. Suryodaya Small Finance Bank, clearly small finance bank है, कम नॉन कंप्लाइंट होगा, उसका भी IPO का स्क्रीनिंग अवेलेबल है ऐप पर. We are having a huge research team which looks into global filings on a daily basis. तो हमें पता चलता है कि कौन सा IPO आने वाला है, कौन सा IPO लिस्ट हो गया है, किसकी प्राइस आ गई है, किसकी प्रोस्पेक्टस आ गया है. Using all of this, we are giving you proactively सारे IPOs के details so that you can make a decision and invest in it if it is Sharia compliant. आप लोगों को notification भी आता है कि please check out the compliance of this IPO. On the day it gets listed also, on the day it opens up for subscription, उस दिन भी आपको notification आता है कि this and this stock is open for subscription. Please check the compliance by clicking over here. आप वहां पे क्लिक करेंगे, IPO section में जाएगा. If you are a paid user, if you have already subscribed to the India market, you can view the compliance immediately. If you are a free user, if you have not subscribed, you can swipe it and pay just 25 rupees and access the compliance. Simple as that. Abu Nafi is asking, what was the screening service you mentioned when explaining about Reliance? I'm not sure what is the question. If you can reframe it, I will be able to answer that. Muhammad Saiduddin Ali Khan, how about IPO for Easy Travel? I think you're referring to Ease My Trip and upcoming IPO of MTAR. MTAR ka IPO is also covered on the Islamically app, and Ease My Travel. Or Ease My Trip, actually. It's called Ease My Trip, not Easy Travel. Ease My Trip ka bhi IPO screening is available on the Islamically app. Please go to the IPO section, which is in the forum section. Third option on the right is the IPO section. All IPOs are listed separately, and you can see whichever IPO you want to see. And if you're a paid user, screening is available. If you're a free user, either subscribe the full market for the full year, just for as low as 100 rupees a month, or if you just want to invest in that IPO, unlock the stock, pay 25 rupees and get the compliance information of it. Walid Baghdadi is asking reason behind Airtel being non-compliant. We've already discussed this. It fails the debt ratio. Brother Rahim is asking me, can we trade in Nifty options as per Sharia? No, you can't, because they are options. Options are non-permissible for trade. M. Sajid is asking 897 after screening all stocks in NSE or out of certain number of stocks. No, we don't have 100% coverage of all stocks on NSE. Very, very clear. But we cover all large caps and all mid caps. In addition, if you are a paid subscriber, if you have any stock which is not having coverage or it is not available on the Islamically app in your market, there is a screening request option. Just put in the name of that stock, the exchange it is listed in, and submit it. Within 24 hours, you will get the screening of that on the app, and you will also be notified through a notification that the screening request that you sent is already complete, and now you can click on it and figure out the compliance. So that is the level of service that Islamically app gives you. Abdullah Arsalan is asking me, do we have a list of some new emerging companies which are Sharia compliant? All Sharia compliant lists are available on the app. I'm not sure which are the emerging ones. If you're referring to IPOs, we've discussed IPOs are available on the app. Any company that you wish to see, whether it's compliant or not, it's available on the Islamically app. Very, very easy to access. Someone is asking, can you give more discount to tiny investors like him? I want to try the Islamically app. Yes, I have already mentioned that कि अगर आप tiny investor हैं, no problem. It is a good initiative कि आप Islamic और Sharia के मुताबिक investment करना चाहते हैं. It's a good thing that you have decided to invest in stocks and increase your wealth, inshallah. For those starter level investors, we have given the option that if you will only be choosing 1, 2, 5, 10 stocks, just swipe on it, pay 25 rupees per stock and access the that individual stock. So the investment is very low and you can figure out which stocks are Sharia compliant. Abdullah Hafiz is asking a question. Suppose I bought a share which is Sharia compliant. Next month it turns Sharia non-compliant. In this case, what should I do? There is a clear article given on the app on the top banner. As soon as you open the app, you can see what should I do if my stock changes compliance. So you can read that for details. Simply put, if a stock is compliant and you invested in it and it turns non-compliant, you will have 90 days to wait to see if this non-compliant stock becomes compliant again. Right? So if it becomes compliant, there is no problem. You are good as you were. But if it remains non-compliant till the end of the 90th day period, then you should exit that stock on the 90th day or before that if you wish to. Any return that you make after the expiry of the 90th day period is considered non-permissible. You have to donate that amount. So simple. 1st January, you invested in a stock which is Sharia compliant. 1st Feb, this stock became non-compliant. So approximately you will have Feb, March and April. So 30th of April तक आपको last date दी जाएगी कि इससे पहले आप exit कर दीजिए stock में से. अगर आप ये stock से exit कर देते हैं 30th April से पहले, that is the end of 90-day period, then whatever gain that you make is compliant. You can retain that gain. No need for purification. But 30th April, that is end of the 90th day period के बाद भी आप वो stock hold करते हैं, तो 30th अप्रैल के बाद जो आपको गेन मिल रहा है वो स्टॉक पे, वो सारा गेन नॉन परमिसिबल है. वो सारा गेन को आपको डोनेट करना है. ये रूल बनाया गया है इस्लामिकली शरिया बोर्ड ने. 90 डे इसलिए दिया गया है so that it accounts for everything, whatever the market conditions are. Liquidity, your awareness about it, new financial number coming in, price going up and down. A quarter is good enough time, is a large enough time for that matter in the stock exchange, जिसके मुताबिक आप अपना एग्जिट पोजीशन ले सकते हैं. Kamran is asking, is it allowed to invest in limited companies? Yes, why not, if it is Sharia compliant. Okay, somebody is asking, I have no knowledge regarding this, so I bought non-compliant stock and I am in loss. What will I do? So if you bought a stock without knowing whether it was Sharia compliant or not, but now you know that it is non-compliant and you are under a loss, there are two options that you have. The first option is the most preferable option, which is you exit that stock, book a loss, and be good. Right? So if you are invested in a non-compliant stock, it is best to exit that stock, book the loss, and get out of that investment in a non-permissible stock. A lesser view, which is not recommended at all, is that you can continue to hold that stock till you recover your gain. But that is not preferable at all. The reason it is not preferable at all is if you are invested in a stock, the Sharia rule or the Sharia basis of that is you are a partner in that business. So if you are invested in a non-permissible stock, it also means you are a partner in a non-permissible business. So whether you make a profit or you make a loss, you are a partner in that business. Do you want to continue being a partner in a non-permissible business? That is a principal question that you should ask yourself. Hence, it is highly recommended that you exit that stock so that you get out of that partnership and lead a Sharia compliant lifestyle, inshallah. So that is the view. M. Sajid Ji is asking, is there any stockbroker without auto square off in intraday? In Zerodha, it is mandatory. If I understand this correctly, and I have no knowledge because I don't trade myself, of whatever research I have done, they have to give you two options: MIS, which is the intraday trade, and CNC, I think cash and carry. If you trade in CNC, right, that is if you buy in the morning and you sell in the evening, it is intraday trading. And if you do not sell in the evening, Zerodha will not sell your stock. It can take it forward for delivery, but you can exit that stock in the intraday position itself. So that means there is a facility available that you can use with one of the brokers and trade intraday basis. Muhammad is asking, how can we understand this stock is Sharia compliant? Very simple. Download the Islamically app, subscribe to the market that you wish to. If you are looking for India stocks, subscribe to it. You can see which stock is Sharia compliant. If I have to go to the universe over here, I am in the US. This may not be very, very clear, but it will give you an idea. All stocks are given out. Red means non-compliant, green means Sharia compliant. Which stock is Sharia compliant, you can see. If you're a paid user or a subscribed user, you can figure this out easily. Life has been made very easy using the Islamically app to ensure your investments in the stock market are Sharia compliant. Someone is asking me, please tell us the names of Sharia compliant mutual funds. Unfortunately, I can't say that because we are not covering mutual funds as of now, but we will do that some point in time. Very simple, just any mutual fund which you want to invest in, ask them if they have a Sharia compliant certificate. If they have a Sharia compliant certificate, then it is halal to invest in it. Mayuf Rauf is asking, what taxes applies to capital gains and how are NRIs taxed? My dear friend, this is a taxation question and I'm not an expert. So please excuse me about that. Abdul Hafiz is asking a question. What is purification? How to do purification? Purification is the process of eliminating the small amounts of non-permissible income, which is under the tolerance threshold of the Sharia compliant stock. So let's say, for example, a company gets 100 rupees as revenues, 97 rupees is coming from selling tires, which is a Sharia compliant business activity, but 3 rupees they are getting from giving from interest income. Let's say they have a division which gives you financing to buy tires, and through financing they get 3 rupees as interest income. Now 3 rupees is non-permissible. Now, this is 3% of the total income, because the total income is 100, 3 is interest income, 3 by 100 is 3%. 3% is definitely less than 5%. 5% is the tolerance threshold. This stock will become compliant if it also passes the financial ratio screening. Now, once you invest in this stock, if you get dividends from this company, dividends will have to be purified by applying this 3% ratio on the dividends. Whatever value you get, you have to donate it. Where do you donate it? You can donate it to anybody or any place that you wish to, except definitely the mosques, because in those places you will have to invest, you have to donate halal income. This is impure income. You can't donate impure incomes to the mosques and establishments like that. So it's as simple as that. For more details, please look at our webinar on purification. Someone is asking, is investing in technology or pharma sector mutual fund permissible? Investment in any mutual fund is permissible if it has a Sharia compliance certification to it. I'm skipping the repeat questions. For all the questions where people have asked us that whether this mutual fund is compliant or that mutual fund is compliant, the answer is very simple. As of now, we are not covering mutual funds, so we cannot comment on it. But to help you out, the principle regarding this is you will have to check if that mutual fund has a Sharia compliance certification. If it has, then you're good to invest in it. Patel is asking me, we have holding of BHEL from last 1 year, but now we are in profit. Can we sell and buy on same day? You are already holding BHEL. You want to sell it. You are entitled to do it, right? Please go ahead and do it. Sharia has no restrictions. If you want to buy it back again on the same day, of course, you can buy it back the same day. You have your own money. You want to buy BHEL. If BHEL is Sharia compliant, you can definitely buy it. There's no problem. Nashwin is asking, is Bitcoin permissible? We are not giving out an opinion on Bitcoins as of now, or any cryptos. Syed Muhammad Tariq is asking, what is the percentage of debt ratio? The criteria is given on the Islamically app as well. I showed you on the desktop version as well as on our blog, and you can go to the profile section and read the criteria as well. Debt to market capitalization should be less than 33%. That is the ratio. Abdul Hafiz is asking, is there any Sharia compliant index in India, and can we invest in such an index? Yes, there are Sharia compliant indices in India on NSE as well as on BSE. One of the index I showed you is the S&P BSE 500 Sharia, which has outperformed its conventional peer. You do have that, but investing in the index itself is not permissible because those are usually options. Imran is asking a good question. Does this app provide notification when a stock becomes non-compliant? On a daily basis, Monday to Friday, you get a notification at 12 noon your local time when a stock changes compliance. So yes, instantly you will get notified if a stock has changed compliance. Now, if you want to track some of the stocks, you can add it to your portfolio, or you can add it to your watch list also. If any of the stocks from your portfolio or your watch list or your entire subscribed market changes compliance, that is from compliant to non-compliant or from non-compliant to compliant, you will get notified immediately. You get a notification on the app. I'll wrap this up in next 5 minutes. There are so many questions, but I will have to stick to the time. I have already exceeded the time limit. I'll go through the questions very, very quickly. Shoaib is asking, is health insurance or any other insurance permissible? If you're asking this question from a fiqh perspective, I am not an expert, so I will not be able to answer that. Whether a particular health insurance company is Sharia compliant or not, you will have to check the compliance on the app. Feroz is asking, can Islamically give 1 month trial to use their app so I know how perfect and convenient it is to use? Further, don't tell me, yes, it is very convenient and easy to use, but I want to test out in the full version. Brother Feroz, all the functionalities of the app are completely free. Completely free. The only thing which is logged or which is available to subscribed users is the compliance information, right? So the functions of the app is completely free. You can add a stock to the portfolio, monitor the performance, you can read all the articles, you can read all the discussions, you can see which IPOs are available, all the functionalities. You can come to our webinars. It's completely free. Everything is free. The only thing which is logged and available to subscribed users is the compliance information. So once you are convinced that Islamically team is capable enough to give quality research, if you're convinced that Islamically is a credible organization, if you're convinced that the Islamically Sharia board is a good board to monitor the compliance, then what is the need for the trial? What is the need for the trial? There is nothing which is logged apart from compliance. Simple as that. Plus, even if you want to try out the compliance information, we give a very simple and easy and cheap option that you can try and unlock one stock by paying 25 rupees. That's it. I'm skipping the repeat questions. फयाज खान, आपने जो सवाल पूछा है, अगर कंपनी हलाल है, उसके ऊपर कुछ परसेंट लोन है, तो उसका क्या सदका निकालना पड़ेगा? अगर कोई स्टॉक शरिया कंप्लाइंट है, उसका इस्लामिकली ऐप पे आप देख सकते हैं कि वो शरिया कंप्लाइंट है, उस पर कोई सदका निकालना नहीं है, एक्सेप्ट उससे जो डिविडेंड आएगा, वो डिविडेंड पे एक परसेंटेज आपको प्योरीफाई करना, मतलब उसका सदका करना है। ये अमाउंट क्या है, ये भी इस्लामिकली आपको आप पर मिल जाएगा। हर स्टॉक पे क्या परसेंटेज प्योरीफाई करना है या सदका निकालना है डिविडेंड्स के ऊपर, वो फिगर भी हर स्टॉक के साथ दी गई है इस्लामिकली ऐप पे, और हर बार वो अपडेट भी होती है। Kamran is asking a question. Is there any difference between Sharia compliant and halal? Yes, there is a big difference, and this is the big topic from a fiqh perspective. Halal are those things which are explicitly mentioned in the Quran and the Hadith, which are halal, right? There is no criteria which has been given for assessing stocks in the stock market in those sources. So Sharia scholars have come together and have created a criteria which gives you some comfort as to which stocks can be invested in and which stocks should be avoided, right? So saying that this is halal, it will be very tricky. Hence, we always say it's compliant. Brother Shakil, if you're having a problem applying the Islamically 50 discount coupon, please get in touch with our customer support on WhatsApp. Just click on the WhatsApp icon on the app and somebody will help you immediately. Muhammad Saiduddin Ali Khan is saying, Islamically is providing Sharia compliance information. What are the other services Islamically have? Islamically gives you knowledge about Sharia compliant trading. It answers all your questions. It gives you which stocks are Sharia compliant and updates it on a daily basis. So the freshest of information is available on the Islamically app. As of now, इतना ही करते हैं, इससे ज़्यादा नहीं करते हैं. Brother Shakil is asking a question on how companies are Sharia compliant when part of their fund is from interest. This is the criteria that the Sharia scholars have made so that there can be inclusion of Muslims as well in the stock market, and an avenue opens up for Muslims to invest in. Inshallah, going down the line, as more and more Muslims start having their own companies and getting them listed, this criteria can become stricter and no tolerance on interest income will be permissible. If we apply that criteria that there is zero amount of non-permissible incomes or activities in companies, out of the hundreds and thousands of companies or lakhs of companies in the world, just about 200 companies pass that criteria. Islamically research team has that list, and hence you can also see it on the app. In the India market, there is none. In the US market, there is none. In the UK market, there is none. In Canada, there is none. There are these companies in the GCC, which is Saudi, Kuwait, Bahrain, Oman, and Qatar. Some of them are in Pakistan, some of them are in Malaysia and Indonesia, and some other African countries as well. But if you apply that criteria, less than 200 companies in the world will pass that criteria. Hence, the Sharia scholars have said, as of now, using some mechanism, let's create a criteria using which stocks can become permissible. And that's the reason we use the word Sharia compliant and not halal. Syed is asking, what about IPOs that are coming new? We don't have an analysis on those new stocks. We have our analysis whenever the prospectus is available. The analysis is available on the app. It is separately given. If you go to the forum section and click on the IPOs on top, all the IPOs are given out there. I will have to skip some questions because I don't think it is appropriate to address those questions. Hence, I will be skipping some of the questions. फयाज खान is saying, उर्दू में पूरा वीडियो बनाया करें. एक हम लोग ने वेबिनार किया था लास्ट टू लास्ट, जो उर्दू में था, वो भी वेबिनार इस्लामिकली यूट्यूब चैनल पर अवेलेबल है. आप देखिए, इंशाल्लाह आपको फायदा होगा. अब यहाँ पे बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस हैं जो मुझे पूछ रहे हैं कि भाई ये स्टॉक दिखाइए, वो स्टॉक दिखाइए. हम लोग की काफी मेहनत है शरिया कंप्लायंस स्क्रीनिंग करने के लिए. अगर सारे स्टॉक्स हम यहाँ दिखाने लग गए, ठीक है, तो फिर कैसे होगा? If you want and if you like what we are doing, if you want to support us, if you want this kind of investment philosophy to increase in the world, you will have to support us by becoming a subscribed member. The pricing is very low. It is nowhere near to the costing that we have. It is the India market, especially given the fact that there are so many people here who want to invest in a Sharia compliant manner. It is an already discounted price. On top of that, we are giving 50% off as well on the annual plans. Khalid is asking, Bhai, please take this question. Is there any ELSS funds which are Sharia compliant? If not, could you suggest schemes where one can invest for tax saving purposes? Apologies, I will not be able to answer this question. It is very simple. Just Google Sharia compliant mutual funds in India. You will get a list. Only thing that you will have to be careful about is any investment or any mutual fund that you want to invest in should have a Sharia compliance certificate for the investment to be considered Sharia compliant. Look for the Sharia compliance certification. Muhammad Razal says, is bonds halal? I don't think so. If it has a Sharia compliance certification, then it may be. Then it is akin to sukuks basically. As of now in India, I don't see there is any availability. Bitcoin questions. I am not taking any of the Bitcoin questions. We are not giving out an opinion on Bitcoins. It is out of our purview as of now. We are sticking to the discussion of Sharia compliant stocks only. Swing trading is permissible if you follow the Sharia compliant rules. IPO investing is also permissible if you follow the rules. Using Islamically app, you cannot invest. The formula is Islamically app, broker app, and rules of Sharia compliant trading. If you, Muhammad Saiduddin Ali Khan, if you are looking for discount coupon on App Plus Web, just select the App Plus Web, apply the same discount. It will apply the discount on the App Plus Web as well. Listing gain in IPO, yes, it is permissible if the IPO is Sharia compliant. अगर फयाज खान, अगर कोई स्टॉक शरिया कंप्लाइंट है, उस पर आपने कुछ भी प्रॉफिट बनाया है, सारा प्रॉफिट कंप्लाइंट है, आप रख सकते हैं, कुछ भी डोनेट करने की जरूरत नहीं है। बट उस वही स्टॉक पे आपको डिविडेंड मिलता है, वो डिविडेंड को प्यूरिफिकेशन रेशियो से मल्टीप्लाई करना है। ये रेशियो इस्लामिकली ऐप पर दिया गया है, सिर्फ उतना ही आपको प्योरीफाई करना है। Muhammad Saiduddin Ali Khan is asking, do you have an affiliate system to promote Islamically app? Jazakallah khair for the offer. Yes, we have the affiliate program as well. Please write to us on info@islamically.com and we will be able to help you out with that. And very soon we are launching an affiliate program on the app itself. All of you lovely people can become our supporters. Create a link of your own on the app itself and share it with your friends and invite them to investing Islamically. I will write the code again. The code has been given. Jazakallah khair for your time. I have reached the end of all the questions as well. Please do subscribe to the app if you want to utilize and invest in an Islamic manner. We give out the most up-to-date Sharia compliance information at one of the cheapest prices available. We want to support the India market, and hence the pricing has been kept to the lowest possible. If you are a newcomer to the stock exchange, you can start subscribing by just paying 25 rupees per stock and take it forward from there, inshallah. If you like what we are doing, it's a sincere request to review us on the App Store. Please, अगर आपको हमारा काम पसंद आ रहा है, प्लीज इस्लामिकली ऐप के ऊपर जाकर आप रिव्यू करिए और हमें वहां पर बताइए कि हम क्या अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं, ताकि दूसरे लोग भी आपसे मुतासिर हों और इस्लामिकली ऐप की तरफ आए। इफ यू डोंट लाइक व्हाट वी आर डूइंग, अगर आपको हमारा काम पसंद नहीं है या आपको लगता है कि कुछ इंप्रूवमेंट्स कर सकते हैं, बेशक हमको ये बताइए कि कहाँ पर हम लैग कर रहे हैं। बहुत सारे चैनल्स अवेलेबल हैं इस्लामिकली। क्या कहते हैं, ईमेल आईडी पे आप ईमेल कर सकते हैं, info@islamically.com पे ईमेल कर सकते हैं। आप हमारे डिस्कशन फोरम पर भी जाकर, डिस्कशन टैब में भी जाकर लिख सकते हैं, फीडबैक दे सकते हैं। ऐप के ऊपर ये सेक्शन दिया हुआ है, आप हमको व्हाट्सएप कर सकते हैं और क्या बताएं। So there are many ways that you can give us feedback. You can go and write to us on email, info@islamically.com. You can chat with us on the web. You can chat with us on the blogs as well with the live chat function. There are many ways that you can get in touch with us and we will be able to help you out. Thank you for your time. Thank you for all the amazing amount of questions which have come in. We look forward to your reviews on the App Store. We need more and more reviews. Alhamdulillah, there have been about 100 people who have come in on this webinar. Inshallah, I am looking forward. The team is looking forward. We are all looking forward to your reviews on the app. And if you wish to subscribe, please do that. It will only help us in providing all of these content free. It will only help us in giving you more and more functionalities. It will help us in terms of building a better and a great app for the community's use. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.